From a dealer standpoint, that gives you another avenue to get on that farm, talk about something, be that resource, add that value of your knowledge and your ability to help them improve their operation. They want to come to you because you're a trusted resource to them.
My name is Kevin Meacham, and I've been here 7 years, and I'm sort of consumer sales, in-store salesman. I sell mostly smaller products, but I sell everything from honestly a lawnmower all the way up to 300 horsepower tractors, but primarily in the smaller market, from 0 to 100 horsepower tractors and lawn and garden equipment. So, I think the main thing in sales is building relationships and constant communication. I think one of the keys to success is just constant follow-up. Try to follow up with a customer 2, 3, 4 times at least. They say it takes 6 times to make a sale. So I try to follow up as many times as possible and use a variety of methods of communication: phone call, text, at times email, and just try to use as much communication as possible. In terms of just getting back with the customer, communicating with the customer, I use the daily planner, but also use my phone a lot as far as texting and using that. I think that's a great way to communicate. What I like about that is, as opposed to a conversation, I have numbers that I've told somebody. So that's, I guess, good and bad, but that allows me to say, hey, this is what we talked about. Here's the information that I sent you. And and also, as I told you, it allows them to have my contact information in their phone, not just a random number. And so, they can look back at that and say, okay, this is who I spoke with and what details that I gave them. So, absolutely. One thing I think is important is just, again, reaching back. People that have called, people that I've come in contact with over a period of several months, and just being in constant communication. So, just going back and kind of hitting it again. Just taking that opportunity and just when it is slow, just really reaching back, and even not only maybe ones that we didn't create a deal, but if they bought that tractor 2 months ago, see if they need any implements, see if they need another piece of equipment. So most in the consumer market, I'm dealing with a lot of impulse buyers, a lot of people that need that piece of equipment for usually, honestly, a time window. So they're going to do that activity during the spring, they're going to do it in the fall. And so that 6 to 8 week period, I really go back and I really kind of pound those customers, kind of, I guess, create business. So. Well, I think in my world, I depend on the consumer market. So that 50 to under 50 horsepower tractor, lawnmowers all the way up, RTVs, also the implements that go with that. And that was one thing I mentioned is, the variety of equipment that we've got. That customer that bought a 25 horsepower tractor, they might now need a cutter. They might need an implement to go with that. The other thing I mentioned to you too is just being goal driven. One thing I try to do is write down my goals and where I want to be each month, and I kind of have visual reminders in several places where this is where I want to be, what's it going to take to get there, and when it is slow, I kind of say, all right, what's it going to take to get here, and what I got to sell to get me there, and that's something I try to do on a regular basis. So.